Hey, good evening and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun. Tonight we're doing Eiruvin, Perek Sheni, Mishnayos Aleph and Beis. Machlokas in Mishnayos Aleph and Beis between Reb Meir and Rabbi Yehuda. Basically, when you have what we're talking about, you have a well on a path, a public path, which is a rabbin, and the well is just because you can't draw water from the well to the sharabim to drink because you're taking from a shiziyachid to a sharabim. So you have to build mechitzos, you have to build a wall to make it into shiziyachid. So the easiest way to do it is to basically take four corners, right? And four corners, make two walls in four corners of an amma, 6 tvachim each. An amma, right, like this, a 90-degree angle. Here's an amma, and here's an amma. And do it in the four corners. That's okay. Now, how much empty space can you have between the walls? So, according to Reb Meir, only 10 amos. According to Reb Yehuda, you could have around 13 and a third amos. Okay. If you have more than that, then you have to put another wall because you can't have an empty space. Now, the question is that we've learned that once a wall is bigger than 10 amos, that's considered a pirza. That's considered to be a breach in a wall. It's not considered a pesach, it's a breach. If you don't have suras at pesach, it doesn't help. So suras at pesach, you put a crossbeam on top, even if it's more than 10 amos, that's considered a pesach. It's not considered a pirza, it's not considered a breach. But here it's considered a breach. So we pass like Rabbi Yehuda over here, even though we pass generally that only you get 10 amos, more than 10 amos, considered a breach. So why we pass like Rabbi Yehuda over here that you have 13 and a third amos? The answer is, like we've explained, that this machloka is going back for Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Yossi both hold this shita that the way you calculate Rosh Hashanah, right? You calculate what are you basically doing over here? You're making a Rosh Hashanah. You're putting up these posts on the corners, and you're making a Rosh Hashanah. Is Rosh Hashanah based on the concept of mechitzos? Mechitzos is a pretty technical detail, and therefore, right, like other halachas, it has to be more than 10 amos is considered a pirza. Or is the idea of Rosh Hashanah, it's a conceptual idea, and if you feel like you're in a separate domain, that's good enough, right? It's a feeling. And when you do it constructed in such a way, right? It's a unique construction over here. You're putting corners, right? Each an amma in each way, in four corners. So and you're around a bear, right? A well. So even though normally on the normal hilchos mechitza, right, the breach is more than 10 amos, but you feel in this construct like you're in a private domain because you're around the well and you have a unique construct where all the four corners are taken care of. So according to Rabbi Yehuda, you feel the construct of Rosh Hashanah. And we paskin like in regards to this, we paskin like Rabbi Yehuda. Now, in regards to, let's say, the beginning of the Masechta, we talk about a kura on top of a mavoy, right? A kura has to be within 20 amos. If it's above 20 amos, according to Rabbi Yehuda, it's okay. According to Tanakam, which is usually Rabbi Meir, anonymously Rabbi Meir, so Rabbi Meir says it's not, again, you have to make it lower. So apparently, right, and we said the idea over there is it Mishum Heker or is it Mishum Heker Mechitza, right? So there it's the opposite because there we're talking, the point of the Kura is not to make a wall over there. The point of the Kura over there is just to remind you not to carry Shosh Yachid or Sharabim. But here we're talking about making something Rosh Hashanah. So when it comes, and the reason Rabbi Yehuda said over there that above 20 is okay, is because it's a conceptual concept. Heker is not just to remind you. It's not that will remind you. It's a conceptual concept. You feel like you're in a Rosh Hashanah, and therefore, even if it's above 20 amos, you feel the heker of a mechitza. You feel like it's a mechitza because it's like a suras at Pesach. So by mavoi over there, we happen to paskin that you need a heker. However, when it comes to this halacha, when you're making Rosh Hashanah, you're making conceptual Rosh Hashanah, then it depends how you feel. It's your feelings. It's not the purely technical halachas of what a regular mechitza is. Your feeling of what Rosh Hashanah is, and technically you feel like Rosh Hashanah because of the unique construct of this domain. I hope you enjoyed tonight's share. See you in the next one.